folks, Edge 4.6 doing another product review. Today I got a holster from a local group, a local company here in San Antonio, from On Your 6 Designs. This is a Glock 26, Glock 27, baby Glock, basically, holster that inside the waistband, belt clip design, one piece Kydex kind of folded over with a rivet. And this is a real neat holster from a local company. I want to kind of talk about them a little bit. This company here is local, not only local to Texas, but local to the San Antonio area, which I'm always a big proponent of, trying to shop with your local companies, and, help those small businesses, definitely, give them your business so they can grow. So I've been seeing their holsters at gun stores and at some gun shops and even at the gun show, and I had really good feedback from the people that were selling their products. And so I went ahead and contacted them and got a hold of Nick. Nick is the owner of that business over at On Your 6 Designs, and he invited me down to the shop and said, you know what, go ahead and bring some of your stuff over, bring some of your gear. And I was like, cool, come on over and we'll make you a nice holster. We'll do it while you wait. I was like, that's awesome. So I drove down there and got to meet Nick, got to meet his guys in the shop, his techs he has working for him, making the holsters, and got to see them in action. It was pretty cool. I've never been to a holster manufacturer, and it was pretty neat seeing them, get the orders in, filling those orders out, seeing how, their protocols and the way they produce the holsters. It was a really neat experience. There's all kinds of variables when it comes to making a holster, depending on the sights, what kind of sight relief they're going to have up here, depending on aftermarket sights, stock sights, the guns. They have so many guns already prepared, blue guns and all the other models they're ready to produce. They have a large selection of pistols I saw there, so I was like, wow, they definitely got their stuff together. Let me show you a little more about this holster, and then I'll talk a little more about the company. Again, it's a nice simple design. When you look at it here, good solid belt clip. You got one rivet here. Some companies use two, they're using one. They're using not the thickest Kydex, but realistically, on these holsters, let me talk a little about this. On these holsters, all the retention realistically is here in the trigger guard. So when it locks up, this is really what's holding it together. The other stuff, when you have it all defined and you have good definition and you can see it, that's great. It looks neat. I'm a fan of it. It's appeasing to the eye, but it's not exactly necessary. As long as you have a good lockup right here, that is what's going to hold that gun from, that's what's going to stop the gun, from coming out of the holster. And they've spent a lot of time developing their holsters to where they got them exactly where they want them. And from what all the the feedback I saw on YouTube and the customers that were there when I was in the shop coming in and checking in to get a holster made, they're all happy customers, and I can see why. A lot of attention and details going in here. Let me go over a couple more specs before I get into some of the other stuff. One of the things about this holster what I really like, on top of the design, the functionality, it doesn't print, it holds well, this is cool. This is really cool. He has already built in you can adjust the cant, adjustable clip. You can adjust the cant to wherever you want, and it doesn't move. He has these little back plates that you lock into with the screws, and again you also have a bushing kind of system to give it retention, but they're adjustable. You just loosen them up and you can pivot it and move it to the angle you want. You want no cant, it comes that way default, just straight, clip straight down. You loosen it up, slide it down to the right. You can adjust it a little bit of cant, or you want to go all the way. I have this one maxed out all the way, and that's where you're getting that FBI style cant. That's the way I like to carry my holster, or carry my gun for a draw. And it's just really neat, and it locks up real tight. This isn't moving around. This isn't like, oh, it's slowly starting to slip. It's locked up and it's not moving at all. I've been messing with this holster for about 2 weeks now, and it's been outstanding. Nice to carry. It's the hook system that he has on his belt clip design. Instead of some of the other people that just have a good clamp, he's usually actually more like a kind of a J hook here that really gets under there and locks under the belt. And what that's going to do, recently I heard somebody say about, they don't care for belt clips. They have to do all belt loops. Belt loops are the way to go. I agree, but again, when you're on the go and you have to be able to take this on and off, you need to be able to remove this and store it away, lock it up. because you can't carry some places, this is a great option. And with this hook system, it's a little lip here, it gets under their belt, and it locks in there. It makes a good snap noise when it goes over your belt. It's not going anywhere. It's a solid design. Alright folks, so like I said, I'm going to give this product a thumbs up for sure. And I'll tell you a couple reasons why. One mainly, the holster's outstanding. It works great. It's functional. I didn't have any problems with it. It's a great holster. For $30, that's what they cost here. It's a local. You're here locally, you can go by the shop, pick one up. There's multiple gun shops that sell them as well. Gun Check carries these products. But if you shop around for holsters, you can spend anywhere from $50 to possibly maybe $80 for a holster, a similar design. It just depends on the manufacturer and what they're asking for it. But he's asking $30 for these, and they're worth every penny. They're affordable, and they have a lifetime warranty. You got a problem, you take it to them, they'll repair it. The other reason I'm going to recommend this product more than anything is when I went to the shop, what I liked about seeing their product is every single holster they're making, as they're coming out, as they're almost completed. They not only they try them on, they fit every holster. It doesn't matter if it's a run-of-the-mill holster they're making for a store order, where they're knocking out 10 or 20 at a time, or it's an individual holster. Each holster is fitted to make sure they put it on their hip, test it, make sure it's locking up right, everything works. And on top of that, every holster has to be okayed by the owner, Nick. He has to eyeball it also and look at it and make sure it's worthy of what he thinks he wants his holster design to be, to go out to the customer. He's really focused on the customer aspect of it. Really good customer service. That was something really neat. And they weren't doing that just because I was there. That's the way they run their business. And it shows because they're getting a lot of repeat customers nationwide and local. It's outstanding. Hey fellas, I also wanted to show you this product I got. When I was there, I didn't get to bring, I wanted to bring my 1911, but I didn't. I forgot it that day because I had some other things going on with it. But I brought in this, and this is something I was telling them about. This is something I carry in my pocket. It's a little flashlight from Hello Tex. I got a gun check and a little Swiss Army knife. A lot of people like to carry some of the big boy knives, expensive knives. I don't, because they're easy to lose, and they tend to get loose, or they tend to walk off with legs, and you have a nice knife on you sometimes. But this is what I like to carry in every day, and it gets old wearing slacks. These are digging in your pocket, and they start to make, they're going to make holes. Expensive slacks and stuff, it's not going to happen. It just was getting old, but I did want to have these around me because I do use these a lot. These come in handy. So when I was there, I showed them, this is my ADC. Can you do something for me? And he said, sure. And sure enough, they made this for me on the spot, about 20 minutes. They had this already going for me. You just put it on. You got 2 belt loops here. I would like to wear them on my 9 o'clock. And they custom made this right on the spot. Like I said, 20 minutes later, they had this going for me. Nice snap, nice retention. And this is an awesome product. I've used it, and it feels great. It gets it out of my pocket, gets it on my belt, out of the way. Just because sometimes it's a little sharp. I had to move it around a little bit, make sure it doesn't dig into me in the sides, But I was really impressed with that. That was real neat when they were able to make this for me. And it's awesome. So I mean, when you're there, if you're there locally and you get to meet them, the guys at the shop, outstanding techs he has there, they probably can hook you up with something. Copenhagen can, whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, some special knives, or maybe a custom flashlight. So look into that. Alright, so I'm going to do a little spin around for you. I have the holster on my hip, and see if you can see if it's printing. It should, it never does. So let me show you the draw on this holster. Again, simple. And again, you hear that lock? That's what it's all about. You got to have that good lock. That click lets you know that gun is secure. And let me show you the way it's locked up. Again, I like to carry it around 3 o'clock / 4 o'clock position. That clip, that hook, is under that belt, and it's locked in there. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't matter. You can tug. It's not going anywhere. It is locked down. So, like I said, I like belt clips as long as they're made right. Hey folks, do me a favor. Go on over to onyour6designs.com webpage. That's on your, like you normally spell it, and then 6, the number 6, designs.com, and you can go check out all the products they have to offer, the different models that are available for a variety of guns they have. So go check them out over there. If you do ever need to email them, you can reach them at
info@onyour6designs.com as well. I'm going to put all these emails and links to the webpage and everything down in the description.
Alright guys, if you liked the video, hit the like button. Appreciate that. And if you're already a subscriber, appreciate your subscriptions. Appreciate all our subs. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and we'll get more videos out to you as soon as they come out. We always have fun stuff coming out here. Appreciate it, man. Edge 4006 signing out, man. Fight the good fight and keep your groups tight, brother.